there was black smoke billowing over the hospital, and then we walked a little farther up and you could see the flames. Hi guys. It's been quite some time since I've really vlogged. We were in Florida, so I did vlog there, but I'm back in the van because I am starting the second part of my nursing travel contract that I did. I did a 12-week one at the same hospital before Florida, which is why I didn't vlog very much. And now I'm doing another 8 weeks, and I've decided to park my van out close to the hospital because it was an hour drive each way to this hospital, and I'm working 12 and a half hours. So this will increase my quality of life while I'm here, and then on my days off I will drive home. But it's gonna be weird because I've never stayed in the van by myself. So I've taken out both cabinets because these are scrubs in this side, and then on this side I have like other clothes in case I want to work out or whatever. So I just get a lot more room to myself, which is kind of nice. I have the fridge stocked with all my meal prep I did for the 8 days I'm going to be working, and then I'll have a few days to go home and relax. So I'll kind of tell you how it is being in the van by myself. I'm parked in a campground, so it's like there's other people around, but the campground actually isn't officially open yet. The campground was nice enough to let me in early. So we'll see how that is, and we'll see you guys later. Good morning, everyone. Today, it's actually afternoon for you guys because I just woke up because I have to go back to work. But today, I slept like 10 hours. Well, I at least laid in bed for 10 hours. And let me tell you, that was glorious. It has been, when you work nights, if you haven't worked nights, like, you could just sleep in eternity when you're off. Normally I only sleep like 8 hours, 6 or 7, 8 hours. But night shift gets you you have to sleep more. So anyway, I slept a long time. It felt great. I'm getting ready to make some breakfast for myself, pack my lunch, and get out of here because I have to be to work in about an hour and a half. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, time to get dressed. I have to head out, guys, so I'll see you in the morning and give you an update on what it's like to be in the van. Today it was fine. I was super comfortable. I had my air conditioner on. There's really no one around at this campground because this campground's not open yet. They let me in early, so there's a little toilet down the way that I can go if I need to use that. So it's been a pretty nice setup so far, but in a couple weeks this will open, so I'm worried it'll be a little bit noisier, but we'll just have to take it 1 week at a time. See you guys in the morning, the actual morning, which will be my nighttime. When I got to work last night, the helicopter, the Lifelight helicopter, was taking a patient out of our facility, and unfortunately this patient obviously was critically ill enough that they needed to be flown out. But seeing the helicopter land or take off at the hospital, there's something just really cool and magical about it. So even though I'm really sad that this person had to be flown out, it's really cool that I got to see the helicopter take off because you don't often get to see it. So you will not believe the night I had at work last night. So we can hear the EMS radio and the fire department radio, and they came across saying that there was a structure fire, which where I've been on my contract, I feel like every week at least there's a structure fire, so that's not super uncommon. However, one of the registration girls said, "Hey, that's right across the street." So she's like, "Hey, let's go outside and see if we can see it." There was black smoke billowing over the hospital, and then we walked a little farther up and you could see the flames, and over the radio they had said there were propane tanks on site where the fire was, and you could hear them popping and exploding. So after, I think it was like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, they were able to get the entire fire out. We never got any patients, so I'm hoping that everyone was fine and everyone got out okay. We didn't really hear that much, but wow, that was really crazy. So yeah, Anyway, I am going to try and be motivated enough to go for a run. I'm going to get changed right now, and I haven't done any like running or really walking around this campground, but I think it's going to be good because this is the first day I've been motivated enough to actually do that. So here goes nothing. Well, I think I found my track. I think I'm just going to run around here so that I won't get lost. Well, it's that time to go to bed. I really enjoyed my run though. Getting out in nature is just so revitalizing, even after a long day of work. So I am going to try and do that a few more days this week if I'm feeling up to it. But for now I'm going to do a little reading. I'm currently reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Yes. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So maybe just read for like 10 minutes and then I'm going to go to bed so I can get a decent amount of sleep and get up and make a healthy lunch for tomorrow, get that packed. So yeah, I will see you guys in the morning, which is really the nighttime. I know it's confusing. See you then. Good morning. I didn't actually get to vlog when I got up because I didn't have time, but I'm off work and I had to empty my gray water tank because I didn't have enough room to take a shower and do dishes, and I still have to work tomorrow. So they're currently emptying. It's not that hard. I just had to unplug everything and move the van, which is kind of annoying, but you know, part of having a van, camper van, you know, that sort of thing. Hi, editing, Sarah here. So I didn't tell you that I ended up having to empty my gray water tank like every 2 to 3 days. And so I actually bought this, I'll link it, a little picture here. I bought this portable gray water tank so that way I didn't have to unhook my entire van from the electricity and water, and also take down my air conditioning every time I needed to empty my gray water tank. And this made my life a lot better. We don't take this portable tank on trips, but if we ever decide to park our van for like a period of time stationary, it will come in handy. Or if I ever take a contract again where I need to park the van to stay for a little while, I'll definitely be taking that with me again. And I kind of got a little scratchy throat, so we're gonna make some ramen, which isn't the best nutritional food, but it will maybe soothe my throat and make me feel full before I go to bed, because I like something warm in my tummy before bed. So I'll see you in a few minutes when I'm done getting this thing back in its spot. I have a pot. I think I left it at my house when we cleaned out the van last time, so I'm really hoping that this stainless steel bowl will hold up for my noodles to boil. Fingers crossed. So it was a little annoying to have to empty the gray water tank after only 3 days. It's going to be quite the job to do every 3 days, but I think that maybe we had some gray water left in it from our last trip, so I'm hoping that I can get through like at least 4 or 5 days before I have to empty the gray water tank, or maybe just like once a week. We'll see. I'm not super optimistic about that, but we'll have to do what we got to do, because it's still better than driving an hour to and from home. So I'm gonna eat my ramen. I'm deciding between reading and... So sorry, my camera card got full and it just stopped my recording. Anyway, I'm going to bed soon. I will hopefully see you when I get up, and I have 2 more days of work until I have a day off. So we'll see if there's anything else exciting this week, because there's been quite a bit of exciting things. So see you tomorrow. Hi guys. I just got off work like an hour and a half ago. I've been in the van for a while. I made some food and showered, but I haven't really felt good since I vlogged last, so I haven't really been vlogging because I have been sleeping to the very last minute and then hurrying up and getting to work. So I have this awful runny nose, and I just took some nighttime medicine, so I'm hoping it'll clear that up. But let me tell you, it has been cold in the van the last couple days in the morning, and showering has been interesting. I tried turning on the stove for a little bit, but because it's propane, I worry about the fumes. So I always have the fan on with it, so it's kind of counterproductive, but I can kind of stand next to it. We also have a heater. I tried plugging in the small propane tank we have from the stove to it, but it wouldn't light. So I didn't mess with that too much. I just basically got out of the shower and stood over the stove with it on for a few minutes, and then turned it off and just got into bed under the blankets. I am off tonight, so my plan is to get up, clean the van up, and head home for the night, and then I'll come back tomorrow after work, so I guess it's like 2 days from now. Yeah, the van's kind of messy, but I have a few things I know I'm going to do when I get up, and a lot of stuff I'm going to take home that maybe I won't need to bring back to kind of keep things a little bit more organized. So that's it. I'm not feeling great. I had some chills, which makes this cold even worse. And also, when Ken put the shower back together, because remember I showed you he like had to tear this apart, he didn't quite like put the handle on the right setting. So the shower only gets mildly warm, and considering it's cold in the van and I'm also having chills, that has been very unpleasant the last 2 days, which is another reason why I haven't really vlogged, because I'm basically just in a hurry to get undressed, get in the shower, hurry up and do my business because I'm freezing, get out, and hurry up and get dressed because I'm freezing, and get under the blankets. Yeah, it's not been the most pleasant last couple days. So when I'm off, I'm going to try and get some new propane tanks so I can run my heater, and Ken's, I think he can tell me how to fix this handle thing. He said he knows how to do it because he did the same thing at our house. So yeah, I'm reading. I read like a page and realized I hadn't vlogged, and I wanted to do that for you guys. I'm excited to have a day off, and I really need it, and I'm hoping to feel better to go back for my other 2 days this week. With my contract, I do get, my contract allows me 1 call-off day, so if I'm going to, and I don't want to call off, but if I was going to call off, I think it would be my second of the next 2 days I worked, because then I'm on a 5-day stretch, so that'd give me 6 days. But we'll see how I feel. Anyhow, I will bring you along to get the van cleaned up, and I'll see you guys then. Hey, so it's about 8 o'clock, and I'm just now getting up. I just was too tired to get out of bed. So I'm still feeling not super great. The van is a mess. So I need to clean that, and then I'm going to head home. I'm really excited to go home for the night, see Ken and my doggies, Zachy and Tyson. I did just get up and I had to go to the bathroom, so I took my pee jug and emptied that. I moved the toilet over here. So what happened though is I opened it up and realized I forgot that the top will like flop all the way down if I don't have something to sit it against. And when I moved it, the pee sloshed out into the box. Yeah, so I kind of dragged that up, but it's a mess. I'm getting a little irritated with this toilet option. I might be looking for a new toilet option here shortly. But anyway, it's working for now. So I'm going to show you the van because we need to get it cleaned up before we can leave. As you can see, I have my camera bag, a bag of tissues, toilet paper, shorts, a towel that I had my hair wrapped in last night, just all kinds of crap. If I bring it this way, I have my towels, fire extinguisher because I didn't lift the back of the bed up to shower, and I was worried I might make a fire, although it wasn't that hot. So I need to put that back. Some dishes that need done. Sink some nasty, I need to clean that. More dishes I need done, but I needed it in the sink. Dishes I need to put away. Trash that needs taken out. Just a mess. Wow, it got dark out really fast. perfect, but definitely made some progress. So overall, how I felt about living in the van by myself, I got a little lonely, which, I think living anywhere by yourself would be a little lonely when you're used to living with, I live with my husband, or if you lived with a roommate, or whatever. So I don't think that's unique to the van, but something that is unique to the van is I think it would be hard to have people over. So the only way you're ever going to get company is if you go elsewhere, which isn't that big of a deal in adult life, but just something I wanted to observe. Having to shower every day, because I shower every day after work, whereas when I'm on vacation in the van, we don't necessarily shower every day, or I don't necessarily have to at least wash my hair, which takes up a lot of water. It created a lot of work. That gray water tank got filled so fast. Within 2.5 days, maybe 3 days, I would have to empty the gray water tank. So if I was going to do full-time living in a van, I would just have to maybe shower outside of the van or do something that didn't require me to wash my hair every day. Third takeaway from living in the van is if I was living full-time in a van, I would definitely do a different toilet system. I don't know what that would be. I don't know if it would be a more professional compost toilet, or just maybe a lot of people do the pee funnel where it goes out of the van so you don't have to empty a pee jug every so many days. But I had to empty the pee jug I think almost as often as I had to empty the water, and then I'd also empty it an extra time before I would go home. So I felt I don't know if it saved me a little bit of work, and it saved me from having to get dressed to get out of the van right when I woke up to go out and walk to the bathroom. But for full-time living, the toilet situation we have would not work. For just vacationing, it's perfectly fine. But definitely would be something that would be changed for full-time living by yourself. And fourth and final takeaway from staying in the van by myself, if I were to do van life alone as opposed to, Ken always goes with me, I would do a different layout. I wouldn't have as big of a bed. I would use the storage a little differently. I would just lay it out a little bit different. Not so different from what it is, but just how the bed situation is, and maybe allow a walk-through. Not sure. I would just have to think that through. But our van is a perfect layout for Ken and I when we're both in it. But for just one of us, I think it could have been tweaked to be more accommodating for one person. So that's it. If you have questions about what it was like staying in my van by myself as a woman or just as a person, please let me know. Comment below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos about us, our van, our life, please hit the subscribe button and the bell, and we will see you guys in the next video.